Ladies, listen closely. Have you ever met a man, had great chemistry and thought, why didn't he fall for me like I fell for him? What if I told you that the most powerful traits men fall deeply for have nothing to do with your looks? Yes, your beauty might catch his eye, but these 5 surprising traits, these are what capture his soul. Stay with me until the very end, because the 5th one is something you can start using today, and it has the power to make him emotionally addicted to you. Let's dive in. This is for every woman who wants to stop chasing love and start becoming the woman men never want to let go of. Trait number 1, playful energy and feminine humor. You've heard it before, men love a woman with a sense of humor. But here's the twist most people miss. Men don't just want a woman who tells jokes. They want a woman who knows how to laugh with them, who can be playful, light-hearted, and fun to be around. Why? Because life is already heavy. Bills, work, pressure. When he thinks of you, he wants to feel like he's finally breathing again. That little teasing glance, the way you smile mid-sentence, the way you dance around the kitchen or laugh at his worst jokes. Those things don't just make him like you, they make him obsessed. A man can find dozens of women beautiful, but the one who brings out his inner child, that's the woman he never forgets. Trait number 2, radiant confidence that turns heads. You don't need to be the most beautiful woman in the room, but when you walk in with your head high, your heart open, and your vibe glowing, everyone notices. Confidence is magnetic. It's the silent language that says, I know who I am and I like her. Men are naturally drawn to confident women because they represent emotional security. And a woman who carries herself like a queen, she doesn't compete, she doesn't chase, she chooses. Quick tip. Want an instant confidence boost? Wear red. Yes, red. Science shows men find women in red irresistible. It's bold, passionate, and powerful, just like you. Trait number 3, independence that sparks desire. Ladies, here's the truth. Men fall for women who have a life that excites them, not because they don't want to be your world, but because they want to be invited into your world. When you're constantly available, always waiting on his next move, always texting, always needing something, he doesn't feel inspired, he feels overwhelmed. But when you're out with friends, focused on your goals, living your own story, he starts to miss you. He starts to wonder what you're doing, and most importantly, he starts to see you as a woman of value. He doesn't want someone who needs him for survival. He wants a woman he can admire, a woman who chooses him because she wants him, not because she needs him. Your independence is your power. Use it. Trait number 4, emotional consistency and loyalty. In a world full of games, the woman who is consistent is the woman who wins. Yes, he'll be drawn to your beauty. Yes, your flirtation will pull him in, but what makes him fall in love is the feeling of safety. He wants to know that when he opens up, you won't run, that when he's struggling, you won't mock him or shame him, that when life gets messy, you're still there. Men fall for women who are emotionally reliable, not reactive. He doesn't expect you to be perfect. He just wants to know that the woman he loves is genuine, loyal, and true. Because let's be real, he's scared too. Scared of opening up, scared of being judged, scared of being vulnerable. So when you become his emotional home, he will fight like hell to keep you. Trait number 5, joy, happiness, and a zest for life. This is the one that changes everything. You want to be irresistible? Be genuinely happy. Not fake happiness, not forced smiles, but the kind of happiness that glows from the inside. Men are drawn to women who are content with themselves, who don't rely on a man to complete them, but instead invite a man to join them in a life that's already joyful. Happiness is energy. and your energy introduces you before you ever speak. A happy woman is like sunshine in human form. She radiates warmth, light, and life, and men, just like plants, gravitate toward the light. When he sees that you are fulfilled, passionate, and enjoying your life, he'll want to be part of it, not because he thinks he can fix you or save you, but because you inspire him. Let me leave you with something that might just change the way you see yourself and love. Men don't truly fall in love with the curve of your lips, the color of your eyes, or the shape of your body. Yes, those things may catch his attention, but what captures his heart, what anchors him to you, is the feeling he gets when he's in your presence. It's the way you make him feel seen in a world that rarely stops to look. It's how your laugh lights up a room, even on his darkest days. It's the quiet strength in your voice when everything around him is chaos. It's the way your soul speaks louder than your appearance ever could. So be the woman who doesn't chase love, because she is love. Be the woman who dances through heartbreak and still chooses joy, who walks like she's carried by generations of resilient women before her, who lives with fire in her spirit, softness in her heart, and boundaries made of gold. Be the woman who inspires him, not by trying to be perfect, but by being real. The one who has depth in her conversations, purpose in her steps, and light in her laughter. The one who wears her passions like pearls, her confidence like a crown, and her kindness like armor. The woman who doesn't just exist in his life, she transforms it. She doesn't demand attention, she naturally attracts it, because her presence feels like peace, and her energy feels like home. That, my love, is what makes you unforgettable. Not your makeup, not your clothes, but the way you make people feel when they're around you. And he will remember that feeling, long after the first kiss, long after the butterflies fade. It's the emotional connection, the effortless magic, and the life you live so fully that leaves an imprint on his soul. Now tell me in the comments below, which of these traits already live inside of you? Which one are you going to start embracing today? And how are you going to show up tomorrow as the woman no man ever forgets? Because your feminine power isn't about being the loudest in the room. It's about being the most felt, and trust me, once you tap into that, you'll never be overlooked again.